Today we're going to be talking about the 5 strongest hunters from Korea. Let's get right into it. So just to preface this, we're going to be ranking each hunter based on the utility they provide in whatever role they have. So for example, we're not going to be basing it off of raw strength or raw speed, because a hunter from, let's say, a mage class or a healer class doesn't have either of those, but that doesn't mean they're not useful to have in your party. We're going to be ranking it off of just objectively, who would you most like to have if you were building, let's say, the 5 strongest party members from Korea, who would you like to have? Let's get right into it. So we're going to be basing this first from highest to lowest, like who is the strongest to who is the weakest. Now you'd probably say, well, that's weird, everyone does it the opposite way around. There's a reason for that. However, for solo leveling, that doesn't make any sense, because if I got to number 1 and I said it's Sung Jin-woo, that would be the most anticlimactic thing in the universe. You all know that. There's no point. I'm not going to insult your intelligence with this. Number 1, who is the strongest hunter in Korea? It's objectively Sung Jin-woo right now. Obvious. Okay, we got that out of the way. I don't think I really need to go into it, but I'll explain it really quickly. He is currently the strongest, the fastest, the most durable, is a mage class who can summon hundreds of shadows at a time and can heal himself. Like, do I need to keep going? He's objectively the strongest hunter in Korea. It's not even close. Second, it is currently Cha Ha-in. Cha Ha-in is the second strongest hunter in Korea. She is a agility based build. She doesn't do a lot of damage in a particular hit. However, she's very agile, does a lot of hits very quickly, a flurry of hits that all do light damages, but combined they can do a lot of damage really quickly. She's incredibly quick. She's known as the dancer because of her fighting style, which allows her to move very fluidly. She is the vice guild master along with Choi Jong-in. She is the 9th S rank hunter from Korea. She's the only one who is stated by Sung to be roughly on par with Chairman Go Gun-hee, which we know is the strongest hunter in Korea when he was in his prime, and even now that he's well into his 70s, maybe even 80s, he is still among the top echelon of S rank hunters. So obviously she's second. Number 3, Choi Jong-in, the ultimate hunter himself. Now, Choi Jong-in doesn't have a lot of feats. It's solo leveling, so no one else got to level up, no one else got to show their feats. None of it really mattered. However, Choi Jong-in is known as the ultimate hunter for a reason. It's because his fire abilities and his high level affinity to it allows him to have such a wide access to such a large amount of spells that he can use AoE to get rid of a lot of weaker enemies, or super intensify an attack very specifically to target a very durable enemy. He is an ultimate build. He's able to keep his distance, which as a mage hunter he needs to be able to do, and he just does amazing damage. He's great DPS at a distance. As a mage class hunter, I would definitely take him. I definitely want him in my party. I want someone who can do range damage. I know there's a range hunter, however, we just didn't get enough from him to know where he would rank. So sort of a spoiler there, he's not on the list. Number 4, Min Byung, healer. I definitely want an S-class healer on my team. An S-class healer means as long as you are alive, as long as you are not literally dead right now, he can bring you back into peak condition instantly. Min Byung's abilities are phenomenal. We see this in the Jeju Island raid in the anime. We see S-rank hunters get absolutely ripped apart. They're poisoned. They're on the verge of death. And 1 second later, they're in peak condition, fighting as quick as ever. He can also give you buffs. He can also increase your attack damage. He can increase your speed. He is just phenomenal. If you are in a fight and you are in a dungeon, you want this man behind you, because no matter what happens, as long as you don't get one shot and you can protect him, which those morons obviously couldn't do, you are good. You're chilling. Nothing's gonna hurt you. Well, a lot of stuff's gonna hurt you. Nothing's gonna kill you as long as you don't get one tapped, okay? Now, you get one tap, that's a skill issue. That's on you. That's not his fault, all right? Number 5, last on the list. Who are we talking about? It's Bayek. Of course it is. It's relatively obvious, isn't it? Bayek, the tank hunter. Obviously, he has a transformation ability, which is unlike any other hunter we ever get to see in solo leveling. Phenomenally strong. We get to see just how peak his abilities are. Very strong in his base form. We see this as he's able to put up a little skirmish with another S rank hunter in his base form, not even transforming a little bit, because Bayek has the ability to transform specific parts of his body or his entire body, and he chose to go up against Hwang Dong-soo in his his base form because he went, nah, brother, you're not even on my league, okay? And then he can transform a little bit to get certain attributes, certain speed, certain durability, certain strength, whatever. And then when Bayek really needs to go beast mode, he can transform his full body. A full body transformation that exacerbates all of his attributes in battle. His reflexes, his strength, his speed, his everything. No matter what he needs to do, he can do it better in his beast form. But he does look horrendous, at least that's what he thinks himself, and he really hates to do it unless he has to. So it doesn't come out very often, but man, when it does, it is such a treat. I think those are the 5 objectively strongest members of S rank from Korea. I think if I had to make a 5-man squad to take on the strongest of dungeons that they could handle, really, Sung would be doing all the work because he'd be like, no, I need the experience, don't worry about it. But, let's assuming Sung didn't need to do any of that. Sung, I think, would really enjoy the company of those 4 hunters, and I think they would be nigh unbeatable together. So yeah, that's my list. Let me know if you would make any changes in the comments below. Alright, that's it. If you made it all the way to the end, maybe consider subscribing. Yeah, that's it. I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.